Hi. So I wanted to talk this morning a little bit about self-promotion. It's about 20 degrees out and I can't go to the studio. It's 20 degrees in my studio when it's 20 degrees outside. And so I've got to wait for it to get a little bit warmer. So today, instead of doing an in-studio thing, I'm at home and at my command center. And I wanted to talk about promotion. I'm really not a big fan of self-aggrandizing. I find it really embarrassing. But when you're an artist, you've got to learn to do this stuff yourself. If you don't, no one's going to find you. No one's going to see you. This isn't 1890 and, you go to the salon gods and pray that someone, likes your work and hangs it on the wall. Now, this is really up to you. And it's all free. You can reach millions and millions and millions of people because of the web, and I feel so fortunate to live during this time that I'm not relegated to other people as much as I was during the 80s or 90s, where it was just happenstance. Maybe you got the newspaper to come see you. Maybe you got, enough postcards out that people would show up to your show. Now we've got the web, and I'm not a big tech person. I'm not. But I'm lucky enough to have people who have shown me how to do stuff like this. Last summer I had several really big shows, and the curators never promoted my work. So another friend of mine showed me how to set up a Facebook event page, which is still up, and it actually has a few followers. I get about 700 views a week. Right now, and last summer when I was really, I gained momentum, I started getting about 1,200 independent, unique views a week. That means new people drawn to the page, which was good. I should have kept it up, but I didn't. After the shows closed, I focused on other things, and unfortunately I lost that audience, so now we're building it back up again. We as in me, and my other personalities. But besides Facebook, I've also got, and I don't really know if you can see this, I've also got a blog going, which I always have links to. Sorry, this is my big high-tech desk and my big high-tech computer. As you can see, I'm not working off of anything fancy. I had to borrow a friend's tower, HP tower, to do this. I had a laptop, which was a gift. Had to take it in to be repaired, and it was stolen, so now I'm working off an old tower, and I'm grateful for it. And I think when I share that, I'm meaning to say, you don't need a smartphone, you don't need to have a tablet, you don't need to have Wi-Fi, you don't need any of it. If you've got a tower and you have access to the web, if you can get to the library and do this, then you have a way to promote yourself and your work and have it be seen by as many people as you can get to link to you or see you or whatever. My mission lately is to make myself so Googleable that you can't type in the word Beck without me coming up. And right now, that's what we're getting to. Where am I? I'm third down on the list. I'm working to get to the top, but I've got to reach over Becker College. Right now, if you type in Beck Lane, you get me and several addresses named Beck Lane. But I know I show up, I'm at the top, I'm midway down, I'm down on the bottom, and I take up several pages after that. If you type in Beck Lane Artist, I am everywhere. Beck Lane Artist is absolutely everywhere. If you type in Beck Lane in the gallery I'm showing in, images show up. I'm on Google Images. Here I am. Now this hasn't been easy. Well, there's also Beck. I'm a loser, Beck. But oh, there's my friend. I am throughout Google Images. That's not me. That's a plate of something really delicious looking, and I don't know who that is. But for the most part, Beck Lane Artist Images pulls up me. Google Beck Lane pulls up me. Beck Lane Artist pulls up me. And that's because of the time I've invested in YouTube, let me see, on Facebook, my blog, on YouTube, and Tumblr. I'm also doing Tumblr. I was going to try and set up a Twitter account, which I did, but that takes up more time than I have. I don't, me doesn't have handlers, unlike Will. I just don't have handlers. So, where am I? There we go. Now these 1, 2, 3, 4 social networks are what I'm dedicating every morning to. I dedicate 4 to 5 hours a day, 4 to 5 hours a morning on social networking. And then usually there's several hours at night that I dedicate to it. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of effort, but this is part of the job of being an artist. And like I said, it's free. We are not relegated to writing the newspaper, sending in a press thing, you know, with a photo, and praying and hoping that maybe they'll find us interesting. We are not tied down to, you know, other people finding us popular, although I'm sure it's very nice being popular. It's also essential that we tend to our own careers as artists. So every single morning, I sit down and I post and post and repost and repost. And anyone who's watching me on Facebook, I apologize. It's awfully embarrassing and it's hard for me to do, but I'm trying to drive up traffic. I need Beck Lane to not be an address in Arizona. I need Beck Lane to be Beck Lane Artist and have me show up. It's just, like I said, keep saying, that's part of the job. So right now, every morning I sit down at Facebook, I post photographs of the work that I've done the day before. I do linking to my blog, to YouTube, especially right now, because I'm building a channel with an in-studio series. And what else? And then to Tumblr. And on Tumblr, I also add... Kitty is playing with the blinds right now. That's what you're hearing in the background, if you can hear that at all. And I also post on Tumblr, as I was saying. And on Tumblr, I put in... Let me see if I can find it. My posts, right now I have 34 posts. I only have 4 followers, but I'm working on it. On each post, I have interlinks. Here we go. I have links to my blog. When you click on this photograph, you'll get to my blog. Down here is a link to YouTube. I have a link to the silks because they're the reference material. And also, you know, I want to, in a way, show respect and give thanks to any reference material, the people in them, that I can. But I also have links to the gallery that's showing me right now. So that every post provides an opportunity to create an audience, to make that audience bigger. Also on Tumblr, I want to show you, there's something called tags. There's a tag box, and in that tag box, on every single thing that I post on Tumblr, I have art. I type in the word art. I type in the word artist. I type in Beck Lane. I type in Beck. I type in painter, painting, oil painting, Cape Cod artist, Cape Codder, Providence, New York. I type in anything that has anything to do with me and my work, so that when people type in New York artist, hopefully I'll come up. Providence artist, I'll come up. Cape Cod artist, I'll come up. You know, hopefully if I keep doing this and doing this right and building an audience. And that's it's a really hard thing to put yourself out there like that and then sit back and pray that people follow you. Let me see, on my YouTube account, I just keep posting video after video after video after video after video after video. It's not because I think I'm brilliant, but again, it's an opportunity to build an audience. And I've been watching my numbers overnight. I am absolutely ecstatic that on Tumblr, on my blog, on Google, on YouTube, on Facebook, we have access to analytics. And now Kitty's falling between boxes because I have my apartment box. What are you doing? You're such a goofball. And how did the bed get up there? Kitty. Anyway, I'm absolutely anal and ecstatic and crazy about analytics. Tumblr, Google, Facebook, YouTube. They all give you access to see who your audience is, how many people have come to visit your site, when, where they came from. Let me see, I'm going to go back to my channel. Again, I don't know if you can even see any of this, because I don't know how bad the glare is in this room. Come on. Alright, I've got 9 subscribers. We're up 2 from last night and up 6 from 2 days ago. But anyway, I just keep reading these numbers and reading these numbers. And it also lets me know on YouTube, on Facebook, on Tumblr, having the analytics and being able to read them and decipher what they mean tells me who my audience is and really what they want to see. And I don't necessarily want to be overly catering, because I want to post about things that I'm doing and things that I like. But also, my mission on like YouTube is helping people. Helping people get out of their comfort zone and to move a little bit further ahead, or to get where they think they want to be. That's why I'm doing this video. That's why I do any of them. That's what they've been about, the missions. But I'm able to say, okay, my most popular video on YouTube right now is about technique, balance, and fear of failure. And that happens to be this one. Let me pull it up. Yeah, that happens to be this one. And it's gone from, well, no views to, in 3 days, 60 views, I believe. 59 views. That's pretty incredible. That's 59 more people than had any access to me or my studio or any stupid thing I had to say a few days ago. I've had overnight, I know because of the analytics, because you can, you know, they've got charts and graphs and numbers and percentages. I know that between Friday and Sunday morning, Friday at 5 p.m. and this morning at 8 a.m., my numbers doubled. I have almost, I mean, I'm up to almost 400 views. Well, all right, like 360 some odd or 370 some odd. I'm not sure what it is now, but I know that it doubled in 2 days. That's pretty incredible to me. So, of course, I'm going to be using this to my advantage. And that's why I'm talking to you now, is self-promotion. You have an advantage that we didn't have in the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, you know, before this. Take advantage of it. I had one curator get really angry at me for promoting a show that I was in last year. He wasn't promoting it. So a friend taught me how to set up a Facebook event page. And I went from no one knowing about the show, or a tiny handful of people knowing about the show, to thousands and thousands and thousands of people knowing. Now, if I had gotten him to cross-reference and interlink the way I have all of my stuff interlinked, we could have done something. Really, we really could have done well. But it was not of interest to him. But I can't sleep at night unless I know I've done my absolute best every day for my career and for what I want to do and where I want to be. And so that's what you're seeing every day. It's not just thoughtless posting. It actually there's a lot of thought behind it. Thank you, Bugsy, for opening the door. There's a lot of philosophy behind it, and a lot of direction. It's actually pretty complicated how I keep track of everything, how I watch the numbers, how I watch the information. But anyway, that's a start. That's a start on self-promotion. I thought it was pretty important to bring it up because people think that, you know, they see this and they think it's just fun for me. This is my job. Imagine spending 4 to 6 hours a day on one job and then having to spend the rest of the day getting to your next job and then actually trying to perform at that job. So I'm working several different jobs, come to think of it. I'm exhausted. I'm on my own promotion team. I'm my own driver, walker, getter there person. I'm my own production manager. I'm my own production team. Actually, come to think of it, wow. It's kind of impressive. But that's what it is to be an artist. And this is what I do every morning before I shower. Although I showered this morning before making the video, this is what I do every single morning before I shower or get dressed and go out the door. And there's my chat on promotion. I hope it's helped bolster some people. But again, I didn't know how to do this without somebody else telling me. So I'm telling you. I'm sharing with you. All right. Take on the day. Ciao.